Hello RK Human Bro, welcome to the stream.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. So Manchester welcomes yet another grand fixture, all present here at one of English football's grandest shrines. There's the whistle. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. He went for the curler.
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Now it's Nedved. Great defending, strong and determined. Threads one in. And he's running through. Shoot! Beautiful from Nedved. Oh, it
Nice
really
goal,
is
Nedved.
a finish of the highest order. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Argentina finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And he's definitely onside. He's got away. Now that's a fine challenge. And the finish! And that's a sharp finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And he shoots! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And Del Piero! And he's done very well to deal with it.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Tries to pass it through. That's going across goal. Seedorf. And Yamal. Seedorf. Now it's Yamal. Mbappe. Vieira.
वे नहीं यार.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Yamal.
Nice one, Dick.
Nedved can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Hullet. Pirlo. And he is deftly away.
अरे
Pirlo!
पिल्लो जोर से मार भाई.
He's kept it out just.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning.
And Hullet! Rude Hullet! That is just a piece of art! He's got himself an absolute peach. They are purring, truly purring. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. And yes, it's him. Great chance! And yes, it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and
that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Bro, can you add me? Yeah, bro. It's a day one, you are already in division pushing. Yes, bro. Then what else we have in this game? We have only division. My name is okay, bro. चल भाई रेडी कर दे. What is this doing, man? What is your opinion on new short-time pack? No, that's not good, bro. If you want to boost your player, then you should add minimum 11 players, same country. Like if you want to play with the Messi, with foot potential or booster, you should play 11 Argentinian player. I think
So bring
this
it
pack
on.
is
Height,
not good.
expectation, emotion. The game yet to
The
kick
previous
off. The
pack we
excitement
have
already
that
palpable.
Matthias pack is way better than this.
Expectations and decibels both
In that
rising
pack
fast here.
you have
Things are heating
Romario,
up, and we'll be getting
best
underway
center
very
forward,
soon.
Matthias with best CMF.
So it's down to business
That
here.
will be a good choice.
Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is...
Shot a goal! Goal!
And we consider
Manchester
goal.
United! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Pirlo. It's Griezmann!
Nice, Griezmann.
Brilliant from Griezmann!
Thanks, I will
He's
say
got
forward
himself
from
an
the pack. Yeah.
absolute
Always
peach.
go for
A game
epic
of
pack
thrills,
rather than
all
showtime.
square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Oh, shooting chance!
One with big mistake.
Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now he's running away. Can he finish? And he's stuck it away.
The Cristiano
The
celebration.
level in a trice.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Shoot!
What is Buffon doing here?
Manchester United!
Buffon, what are you
Into
doing,
the
man?
lead once more. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and...
Decent chance!
Buffon,
Well
what are you
taken
doing,
goal.
man? I'm not
And
pro,
once
but I
more we
suggest to
are
use
all
pass
square.
and
You
don't defend
score,
attack.
we score.
Yeah, bro.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you
Nice
still have
pass.
to take your chances. Brilliant.
And the shot! And that's a tidy finish.
What a
And
great
the
pass by
comeback
Pirlo.
is complete. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Hullet. He has found the way through. Looking to play him in. Well read, nice interception.
Bullet clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do
अबे
it.
Oh, he's
नहीं
been there's the shot! Oh,
क्लियर
good
करना था
finish.
यार.
And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
क्लियर
That's the
करना
end of the
था
first 45. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, few would have predicted a scoreline like this. After all of that, we are still level at the break. He's having a shot!
अबे
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really
That's a good save.
anticipated that well, didn't he? They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
So chance for a shot!
nice.
He scored!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Punched away. Ah, looks a smashing ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Messi.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And this is Hullet.
Such good technique.
And he's running through. Oh, he's on his shapes to shoot! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to...
Luis Suarez! Park Ji-sung, Neymar, Messi, and Silvestre. He has a look up. Real chance! That's another chance! It's a goal! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there whenever...
It's Luis Suarez! And he hits the net! And with that, he takes home the match ball. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Shevchenko. Nedved.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Griezmann. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Luis Suarez with 3 goals to his name and looking for more. He's being urged to shoot. 5 minutes to add. Neymar. Vieira. And it's Griezmann. Passing nice and neat. Park Ji-sung. And the pass is intercepted. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bound. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the pass is intercepted. And it's Cruyff.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Makaleli. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, for a defender, Peter, Andy Robertson's style of play is more akin to that of a wing-back or even a wide attacker. Time after time, you see him make those overlaps, those marauding runs, providing support, the essential piece in any team looking to play on the front foot.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Pirlo, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around.
Bullets! They've scored! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this...
Oh, he's been caught on and he shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Suarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Schmeichel claims comfortably. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And this is Hullet. Chance for a shot! And that's a tidy finish. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency. Just shapes to shoot!
अबे यार Suarez.
Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
And here's Cruyff. And that is the end of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And so the action is resumed. Messi running with intent. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Bale. Threads one in. Oh, shooting chance!
Nice, Phil. Nice.
And he's done it!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always...
There's the shot!
अबे
Unscored
यार
kindly here. He's got a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Shot a goal!
That's just
हमें
playing
नहीं
it
कभी
safe
मिलती ऐसे.
and simple.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets, and it's Makalele. A probing pass, and this is Luis Suarez. Lampard. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And he's there to belt it away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Timber. Rijkaard. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Luis Suarez.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here?
It's net! Off the post! And he's heaved it away. Luis Suarez. And that is expertly dealt with. And here's Bale. Bale. He's had a shot! And
Nice,
there's a
nice,
goal!
nice.
Into the lead once more. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, there's a probing ball. He is through here.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now he's got space here. Neatly clipped into space. He's having a shot! He won't be happy with that one. And he's following up! And time is up. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Bale claiming the Man of the Match award.
Will you go for Showtime Messi? No, bro. I had already blitz Messi. Everyone, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here? He's going for goal! Rude Hullet! Beyond special! What a player!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good. Very good.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So, a breakthrough already.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Hullet. Robertson. He is through here. That looks a good ball through. And Hullet! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Hullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Howson with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Van Dijk. Manchester United are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries toward...
And he struck it away. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Oh, well played, well played. And now they can spring out of defence. Well read, nice interception. And he's only too happy to take that back. And this is Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pirlo. That's Maldini. Van Dijk is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. And here's Hullet. Griezmann.
Oh, really well played.
That is a brilliant interception. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And Hullet! Not a bad try by any means.
Win the header.
Maldini gets across and deals with it. Robertson. Messi. Pirlo wins the duel this time. Pirlo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Hullet going forward. And for the first half, that is that. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, who could have predicted a scoreline like this after just 45 minutes? The sides separated by 2. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Opts for safety. Lahm. In towards the back. Oh, great leap! Euphoria,
Nice,
utopia, and they are cavorting. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Kimmich. And it's Luis Suarez. Dani Olmo.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cross flung in towards the middle. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And they are prompt with their pressing. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Great defending, strong and determined. Now the ball's gone astray. Tries to pass it through. Vieira. Pirlo. Short changes him with that pass. Goes for goal! He's kept it out just.
Manchester United really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Manchester United have their second corner now. Maldini can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he lines up a cross. He's in a good position here. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Plays it across. Manchester United have reclaimed it. And it's Robertson. Pacho spots it and intercepts. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. That is good progress on the left. He's shifting through the gears here. Van Dijk with the clearance. Oh, super ball. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Hullet. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Nedved is offering some sort of an apology there. And that's it. So a real showpiece win. This stop was simply far too clever for their opponents. And Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact that he almost never had to make a tackle says it all. He just doesn't need to. With him, it's all about anticipation, positioning, and reading the game superbly. There's very few who were able to do that at the highest level like him.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Hullet. Nicely aimed pass. Hullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, that's a key interception. Nice looking ball. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is good alertness.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Ferdinand gets it clear. And here's Nedved. Now that looks a decent ball. Van Dijk, always a very imposing presence at the back. Takes the shot!
Hello, David
That was
bro.
probably asking just too much.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Nedved, driving on and making good progress.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Nedved. And here's Hullet. Oh, good-looking ball. Pele. Vieira does well to get it back. And here's Hullet. Griezmann.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their...
And he shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Hoisted in. In he goes again!
अबे यार
Oh,
Which one
he's
are
given
you
that
using
plenty,
currently?
but no.
Fabio को
Yeah,
पहले
it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Now it's Pele. He has found the way through. Lam. And the pass is intercepted. And he's in on goal. Vieira. And no, that was never going to make it. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Eto'o. No, it's come to nothing. And it's half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. The midway point of the game.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And so the action is resumed.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Pullet proves just a little bit too strong. And he's quick to snatch it back.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh, he's been caught napping.
अबे यार डबल टच नहीं
Quality
हुआ.
ball. Nedved. And that is well cleared. And here's Pullet. Pinches it off him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And here's Suarez. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Pele. Nedved. And he's there to retrieve it. And he thumps it clear. Now it's Cruyff. Maldini gets across to intercept that. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And here's Griezmann. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. He's got away.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And this is Eto'o. That's a sharp pass.
अबे यार.
Madrid have reclaimed it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Griezmann. Oh, they could break here. Oh, that's fabulous.
I think we might be done here, Peter.
I
I don't see
side.
there being enough time for them.
They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, a decent
Yeah,
draw,
yeah.
Peter, with a good mix
Draw ho
of
gaya.
action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result in my opinion.
पहले ही चेंज डालनी चाहिए थी मुझे. ਪੁਰਤਗਾਲ ਲੈ ਲਈ ਮੈਂ ਕੀ ਪੈਕ ਲੈ ਲਿਆ ਓਕੇ ਓਕੇ ਤੇ ਇੱਕੋ ਤਾਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਵੀ ਰੋਨਾਲਡੋ ਸੀ ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs. But if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can...
Cruyff!
QC ਤੇ LBC 'ਚ ਕੀ ਫਰਕ ਆ LBC 'ਚ ਤੇਰੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਡਿਫੈਂਸ ਆ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਉੱਪਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਣੀ ਹੈ QC 'ਚ ਪੂਰੀ ਟੀਮ ਉੱਪਰ ਹੀ ਰਹਿਣੀ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ
He's found a way through. Griezmann receives it in a wide position.
QC 'ਚ ਅਟੈਕ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਬਣਦਾ ਹੈ ਬਸ
Stood
ਇੰਨਾ
up
ਹੀ ਆ
well to
ਫਰਕ
him there.
ਡਿਫੈਂਸ ਉੱਪਰ ਰਹਿੰਦੀ ਆ ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਥਰੂ ਪੈ ਗਿਆ ਤਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਡਿਫੈਂਸ ਸਾਰੀ ਬੀਟ
Ambitious ball here. Varane gets across to intercept that.
ਫਾਸਟ ਡਿਫੈਂਡਰ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਆ
Mbappe
QC ਲਈ
still goalless. Nicely shaped ball. Thuram deals with that comfortably. Vitinha. That's a good run down the left. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Rafael Varane is someone I've always liked a lot for his incredible discipline and intelligence, Peter. So often having to play a covering role for a more aggressive partner, he really has made that style his own.
Yeah, that's something for which he has rightly received a lot of praise in view of the kind of players he's been paired with down the years.
Yeah, and something...
He's having a pop! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
90 ਵਾਲਾ ਮੈਨੇਜਰ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਆਦਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ QC ਨਾਲ ਖੇਡਣ ਦੀ ਮੈਂ ਐਸੇ ਕਰਕੇ LBC ਰੱਖਿਆ ਹੈ
And he's picked it up out wide. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. No, he's not getting past him there. And it's Nedved. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart.
ਮੈਂ ਉੱਦਾਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ QC ਖੇਡਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ LBC ਮੈਂ ਉੱਦਾਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ QC ਖੇਡਦਾ ਸੀ ਹੁਣ ਪਰ ਹਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਦੋਨੋਂ ਠੀਕ ਹੀ ਆ ਹੁਣ ਕੋਈ ਚੱਕਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਐਡਾ
It's Pirlo! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And that has been
यहाँ
cleared.
हमारे बफन को हो गया है पोलियो
And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Cruyff. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Best. Think drive! So what can they make of this? Oh, nicely intercepted. Plays a sharp little ball here.
लेट थोड़ा जल्दी दे दिया पास.
Best. And the counter is on. And he's cut it out. And that brings the first half to a close.
दोफन बेकार भरावा.
So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Edmilson. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And this is Hullet. Hullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, easy pickings there. Lam is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Now it's Mbappe. Chance here to counter. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Looking for the run. Buffon gets his hands on it and the danger is averted.
This is the time you need that pace.
Lam. And this is Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez!
लो screamer.
There is the genius of Luis Suarez! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Finally, the deadlock is broken!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted. And they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
ਗੋਡ ਸਿੰਘ ਦਾ ਅੱਜ ਖੇਡ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਗੋਡ ਸਿੰਘ ਦਾ ਅੱਜ ਖੇਡ ਅੱਛਾ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਭਰਾਵਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਵਾਲਾ ਤਾਂ ਇਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਆ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਢਿੱਲਾ ਹੀ ਹੈ ਹਜੇ.
So we have the first goal.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
The message is clear. None shall pass. Now it's Hullet. Hullet! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, and that should have been two.
Hullet really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
अबे मेरा नेटवर्क गया है.
Ribéry. Oh, this is a very good run. He is through here.
डबल टच ही नहीं की.
Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, cracking ball. And Dijk can clear it away. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Nice Maldini.
Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He might be in here! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, good effort! And that's a good finish. And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory...
रैंक देख किहदा रैंक देखा दो हज़ार उनहत्तर पे पहुंच गए बंदे हेलो ब्रो welcome to the stream brother can you please my account after this match brother just wait for 5 minutes let me complete this match after this match I will check your ID bullet Mbappe and Owen
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
bro. No problem bro
Well, we're on the way. Pirlo completing his first century of appearances here today, and that has not gone unnoticed.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
And that's been won straight back. Mbappe tries to pass it through, and he welcomes it in. Griezmann. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Looking for the run. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Lam. Rijkaard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Maldini.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
And he's being shifted off it. Can he get it through? Griezmann, very much a man of this moment. Griezmann, great ball if he can get there. Now who's going to be first to this? Now it's Nedved. Schlotterbeck did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Takes a shot! Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish of true class!
What the hell, Buffon?
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And claimed it back swiftly. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that has found him in acres of space. Silvestre just loves to go forward whenever he can. Now it's Del Piero. Takes a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Puyol clears without hesitation. Now it's Hullet. And Hullet! Oh my word, that is quite something! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you...
And for the first half, that is that. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And so the action is resumed. And this is Del Piero! Owen is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Olise. And here's Del Piero. Shot could be... Goes for a shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And this is Hullet. Oh no, this does not look good. And he's following up! And no mistake! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He might be in here! And this is Del Piero, and that's a shot at goal! And it's in!
Everyone, please make sure to hit the
A
like and
two-goal
subscribe
lead,
button.
and they're firmly in control.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And here's Owen.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Puyol. Neymar. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Threads one in. And this is Griezmann. Nice control. Well, now it's a race for the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so...
Bullet! And that really should have been that.
Oh, he went for it there,
Hello, bro.
knowing
Welcome
full
to the
well
stream, brother.
that it could have all been wrapped up.
Hello, Priyanka Chopra.
Size really matters, and it's time
Perfect.
to make it matter now.
I do like review. Okay, bro. Just wait a second, I will review after this match.
Bullish header! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now, can they get him away? In towards the back stick. And the ball is out of play.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Puyol makes the interception. Del Piero. Diaz. Diaz running with intent. Decent chance! No way through. And Del Piero! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Del Piero actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
He's rising! And that's a sharp finish. Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming... And that's it. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort, fall behind...
Send your username in the chat who want to review their ID. The real cool AVG. You got a new Jamal. Bro, don't use this orchestrator Zavi in LMF position. He is a orchestrator. He did not make a run. Use their this Neymar and this Danny Olmo. You can use these on the left midfielder side. मुझे सेंड कर लो बैड बॉय 07 बैड बॉय 07 है कि बैड बॉय 07 है Oh, you have a featured card. You need a good manager first. You need a good manager. That will boost your collective strength. You need a good manager. Three 3-2-2 3-4-1-2 good you have a good team brother M7 M8 everyone make sure to hit the like and subscribe button like करते रहो Zavi Lonzo new Zavi good team brother Pesco bro what happened yeah tell me anyone else who want to review their ID good team brother is this your ID anyone else who want to review their ID bro it is wrong ID this is wrong ID anyone else guys
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. Buffon completing his first century of appearances here today, and that has not gone unnoticed.
Yeah, this is the...
There's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get... Oh, what has happened here? Chance to deliver. Cleared without hesitation.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Out for a throw. Cannavaro. Oh, that's delightful. Silvestre stood his ground strongly. And here's Ronaldinho. Oh, super ball.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Getting up there! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Luis Suarez gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Threads one in. Nedved. Luis Suarez. And a chance! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react. Norway really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
And here's Del Piero. Griezmann. Oh, good read. Now it's Luis Suarez. Nedved. That is lovely. He's found a way through. Incoming delivery. Oh, great header! Oh, no, it's an own goal.
Ah, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
That is a great pick out. Suarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, that has not gone well. And here's Del Piero. Griezmann. Luis Suarez. And it's Luis Suarez. Great vision. Lovely ball and a real chance now. And he shoots! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage, he...
And that signals the end of the first period. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
It's hard to believe we're only at half-time. The lead is 3, but for how long? It's anyone's guess. The second half is up and running. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get on the end of this? Not the most convincing of passes. 3-0 the score, and very little to suggest that much is going to change.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
Takes a shot! And no mistake! They're back within reach! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So could they be onto something here? Oh, he's got a sight of goal! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Nedved. Now it's Hullet. Luis Suarez. Chance for a goal! Hullet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now can he find Hullet? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, nicely intercepted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Hullet clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
It's their second corner of the game. And that should get the job done. Norway are looking to go forward now. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi. And it's Luis Suarez. Distributed tidily. He's under a lot of pressure there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Hullet. Spread neatly. Costa Curta. Gerrard. Lobbed in behind. Played into space. And he was quick to react. Added time is up. And there goes the whistle. It's a super show all round. Both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important...
And the shot!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
And it's Griezmann. Played out to the left flank. Now the cross. Here comes the corner. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Sylvestre. This is a promising build-up. It's a pretty loose pass. And he was quick to react. Cruyff, shot a goal! Us fallen kindly here.
बफन साला हाथ नहीं
Goal!
देता है.
Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one.
Great chance! And he couldn't finish.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Haaland. And the shot! It's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Hullet. That is a brilliant interception. Sylvestre.
Argentina really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
And he shoots! And a neat finish! Back to within 1! Interesting! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
He has a chance for a shot! And that's a sharp finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That's the end of the first 45. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I can certainly tell you I wasn't expecting this. What a half. What a game of football so far. I was honestly expecting the floodgates to open, but how quickly things can change.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. So straight into the second half. And he's quick to return it. Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Nicely weighted ball. He's in a good position here. That's put paid to the danger. Licked it back promptly. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Haaland. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. The ball swung. Header! Oh, it's hit the post. Luis Suarez being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
He won't be happy with that one. And it's Griezmann. Robson.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Rijkaard plays a sharp little ball here. They're urging him to shoot. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Cafu made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Robson. Nedved.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That's a little off target. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
Oh no, this does not look good. Haaland! And how did he not put that away?
Haaland has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Argentina have their second corner now. Pepe tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. He's through here. And he's found a way. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's done it! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, they've done the hard part. Now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question. How long is there left, including...
It's Inzaghi! And that is as much as we have time for. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.